Molly, you mentioned about the highest highs and lowest of lows, and when we look back at that first half of 2022, those back-to-back spinning back elbows, it was an absolutely amazing time for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, what you've overcome since then has been incredible, and starting the year off with a bang back in the win column.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about how much you've grown as an athlete and as a person due to those circumstances?
I feel as if I was quite nervous fighting a grappler in the high weight division if they were really outsized me, so I was somewhat petrified to make a mistake. But at this weight category, I feel like I don't need to carry that negativity with me. It's just only focusing on myself and me improving my skill set. That's a wonderful place for a fighter to be. The pressure I feel is only getting bigger with the TV shows or with the more notoriety and with being on a pay-per-view card, but I'm at the age now, and I'm at the part of my career where you'll have to correct me, but I don't know if this is fight 12 or 13 in the UFC for me. So there's no more lessons to kind of be learned now. It's going, reframe a fight week to coming in and just enjoying it, having fun, not wasting my energy, and it's my job. I used to think being in the UFC was just a prize, but it's not. It's working up them rankings and it's working towards the belt. So until I'm there, I'm not.
After those back-to-back spinning back elbows, did you feel like you were getting addicted to the knockout and those viral moments, and are you craving that again this weekend in Manchester?
I'm not craving a finish. What's going to come is going to come, and I think that was the difference. I'm lucky that my last 3 wins have all come by a finish, and I feel as if when something kind of clicks, it clicks. So I used to have to chase the finish at the high weight because they were too big, so I'd have to engage and force the interaction because I was too small. But being at this weight, even though I'm still smaller than everyone, it's not like 10-inch difference, it's like 3 or 4 inches, which is like, it feels like it's the same range for me, so I can take my time. If I'm taken down now, I'm the same size and strength as what they are, and the reloads that we do. So I remember when I fought like Julia Storyolenko, there was 20 pounds difference the day that we weighed in as we was making the walk to the cage, whereas the last fight it was like near enough the same, do you know what I mean? And then you could see that in the performance. So made a rod for my own back in the beginning of my career, but we're here in the end.
You know, you and Paddy have both shown you can go out there on your own without each other being on the same card, but do you feel a lot more powerful in there knowing that Paddy's going to be fighting after you and all your teammates as well on Cage Warriors tomorrow night too?
Yeah, I feel as if it's my job to make sure I don't send to Z West. So I can't go out and lose first, do you know what I mean? I have to win for myself, but we are that close, that would rock, yeah. And you see that with like the New Zealand lads and the Australian boys, or even some in America. It can be a bit upsetting, but we just bring something else out of each other. And like when I trained yesterday, honest to God, I was just on fire, and then he was like, right, I've got to level that up, do you know what I mean? So it's a positive, we're just pushing each other towards greatness. And then after the training sessions, it was mad last night, we came back into the hotel room and like In Bed it came on, and you used to think this mad, right, because obviously our faces everywhere, but we was like, oh my God, we're the embedded thumbnail, do you know what I mean? And then we was just lying in bed and put the telly on, and then BBC One was on and our show was on. I'm like drinking Guinness like this and his face is like that, and we were laughing our heads off. Paul Rimmer even put it on his Instagram yesterday. But I don't know how many more fights anyone has, do you know what I mean? You could have a life-threatening injury in the octagon, but to know that I've definitely got one more with him, and it's in the Northwest, and we're getting to do it together at the most content and the highest level that we can be. Look at the shape of us.